let's go ahead and unmute, and then we gotta just Spotify. Come on, just not that one. There, that one. Okay. You're looking at the thing. Come on, where the? Okay, where the heck is the Spotify window? Spotify window, come on. There you go. There you go. It looks like the sound's coming through, and I'm coming through. All that looks good. Let's see. Uh-huh. Well, think that over next time there, Works. Think that over next time. Super Earth needed you. And what did you do? Ignored us. That's on you, not us. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get this finished up here. Basically just working on just some generic background methinks. I do have an idea in mind for the next image, which we might be getting, which, well, most likely we'll be getting to, yes. Okay, that's right, that's the maybe. That's the maybe. We still kind of have to make some decisions here. I was there 10,000 years ago, or however long he said in the movie. Although he wasn't there when the strength of men failed, because that never happened in the books. Boop. There we go. I'll turn that on. I mean, I could just keep that gray on, actually. Yeah, no, it's very not gray purple. I will admit, fighting the Leviathans was a little fun. That was a little fun. Anyway, just go ahead and get ourselves a black line here. No, we'll keep that turned off. Let's make it its own layer. Yeah, the Emancipator actually made some decent work of those things if they weren't shooting at you. You know, sniping you from halfway across the map. Oh, I was doing the wrongs being there. That's what I wanted. Or maybe if you have like a couple of them concentrating on it. Come on, you silly little line. Why aren't you doing this silly little line thing? Why is my silly little oh, that's why it's not doing that. For some reason it was blank. Anyway. Yeah, no, so did I. So did I. But no, like, after one of the Legionnaires popped into a game of mine with one of his buddies, they both dropped with Emancipators, and holy smokes, do those things fucking do work. Like, after I saw them, he was like, holy shit, this thing is a sleeper stratagem for these guys. So, like, I'm probably gonna start bringing the Emancipator against the Illuminated. Okay. Let's go ahead and experiment with the smoke situation here. Basically what we're going to work at. Let's take a look at... Okay, we have blending here. That's a big blur. It's not really what I want. Actually, let's go filter and blur. Let's try motion blurring. Ooh, that's too much, but not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let's play with the strength here. No. We just want a little bit of blur. Alright. Okay, direction. Forward, backward, or both directions. Okay, that's kind of like... Yeah, it's going like a weird divide with light is what that is. So... Now, anti-tank mech, you're talking about the one with the 4 autocams, right? That's the Emancipator, or as I like to rightfully call it, the Rifleman. Because, I mean, that's what it fucking is, it's a rifleman. Look at it. It's essentially an anti-air mech. Alright, we can play with the angle a little bit here. Can I just... I can't use my arrow key. I don't think motion blur is what I want to go for, though. Let's try a smoothing blur. Okay, that's just what one of these is, I bet. Okay, let's go back. Oh, nope. Let's hit that save button, because in case I lose track of where I am, we can always just reload. Yeah, no, the Emancipator is a fun mech. It honestly should probably bring it around a lot more often than I do. Alright, not Gauss blur. What's radical blur? Whoa, man, that's radical. Alright, let's just get one direction here. Whoa! Outward and inward, dude. Let's bring that in, man. Whoa. That is kind of radical. Totally tubular. No. That's not the one I want. What's this unsharpened mask? What do you do here? Let's experiment with settings, friends. Let's see what this does. Anything? I see something happening. Not a whole lot, but let's not fuck with that. No, that didn't do anything. Go back to square one here. Render effect artistic. What's artistic do? Don't know. Now I'm just pushing buttons, and that might be a mistake. It was a mistake. What have I done? Oh, what have I done? Wait, quick access, Oh, good gravy now. Let's close these. Okay. The hell did I do? Went to effect. Effect are you having? What are you doing? What have I done? Okay, let's just go ahead. Uh-oh. Can I not close this? No, I can't. Well, see what happens when we just... Oh, that's right. The menu's over here on the other monitor. Duh. Here it is. There we go. That's what the problem was. Something cursed? I mean, the picture I have in mind, well, it involves Malort, so do with that information what you will. A JPEG noise! Oh, heavens, it's a Murgatroyd. Anyway, let's try to distort here. Curved surface. Oh, a fisheye lens! Whatever happened if you have a fisheye lens? Gonna make a rap video with a couple of friends with the fisheye lens! If I just highlight this full folder and do that real quick. Let's find out. Okay, nope, has to be a singular layer. Okay. Make a rap video with a couple of friends. Wave? Whoa. The hell did this do? Number of waves. Sine, triangle. What's triangle do? Did it take what I draw and put in the waves? Okay, hang on a second here. Let's go to a more color layer here. Let's just... I'll grab Colette's hair. And what do we do? Distort. We went wave. Okay, yeah, it did just take whatever was on that layer and just kind of zigzag that. That's interesting. Let's go triangle. That's interesting. All right, cancel that. Here's the thing about Malort, though. It doesn't have that effect on me anymore. Like, that video from last month that was posted in the Augs, where we drank out of the Bucky's gas dispenser. Yeah, no, nothing, guys. That's, nothing. I have become accustomed to it. I've grown accustomed to its taste. Anyway. Yeah, I know Gauss blur is not the blur I want. Stop it. Motion radical smoothing. Well, okay, you know what? First, let's just get a base background color here. A little bit darker than everything else. I mean, we probably, it's a manga panel. It's not going to have color, but the panel itself could give us some clues as to what do. Yeah, I know it looks like they're just in the battle zone in the city, so it's probably just gray or asphalt or whatever. Let's make another folder here. Let's put this background, because essentially it will be in the background, so there we go. And we'll put that behind everybody. No, not inside Colette's. There we go. Behind everybody. Well, that can... Add some details, and that's... I'm just gonna go ahead and just put that right in the boy there. There we go. Yeah, no worries, Bulk. No worries. But yeah, again, just that unique zest that Malort offers you. It no longer. Let's get ground pictured here. And we're just gonna go ahead and let's just go ahead and drop that right there. Okay, it looks a little too dark. But I mean, it's actually a decent contrast though, compared to the other colors there. Kind of helps everything pop out. Maybe I can make this a little lighter over here too. Now granted though, concrete really does have a more lighter color because that's concrete, baby. That does blend in a lot with this gray up here though. So it's darker here. Might not be that bad. Let's mix in. Let's mix in a little bit of yellow, maybe an orange gold area. That's too much. That's too noticeable. Let's take some of that out. Well, accidentally took that layer thing off. Now you see, if you're looking at that original, what do you say? Original track recording. Word for word, you're doing it better than I am. I just remember the refrain is, I've grown accustomed to your face. You've grown accustomed to... Quiet, this is a solo, not a duet. Anyway, and if you get that reference, well, click that button, get like anywhere between 30 and 50 goob. But still, it's like I said, not all gray. Try and figure out a little bit of color to add in there. Okay, maybe that is a little off from the boy. Let me go ahead and see where this lies. Okay, that is in the red spectrum. That's where I got his colors from. And that's going into yellow, so that's okay. What about, there's Colette's in red as well. Obviously that's blue. At least that's where they're, where's that here? Oh, this is a nice, neat little mixing palette here that they do offer. I forgot about that. Yeah, they get the coordinates right down here for there's a hexadecimals right here is in this palette tray, or not the hexadecimal, but one of the finding points. But anyway, let's go back to this here. You know what, this ain't bad. This one isn't bad. But what I think I'll do is I'll do here. That is that layer. So let's go ahead Let's go straight up and lighten this up. Oh man, I got a sneeze stuck in my nose, so give it a minute. There it is, excuse me. Let's grab the oil brush. And we'll just go over like this. Give this a little defining color of its own, make it maybe hopefully stand out a little bit. Obviously we'll have to do that to the other hole. That's a big eraser. I don't need an eraser that big. I need an eraser this big. Although I didn't start the stream off like I normally do. How you guys doing? Did you have a good weekend? I hope you did. We made it through Monday. We're here. We're at the beginning of the end of the beginning of the week, as normally stated in the title of the stream. Although I will say, I will give you guys a heads up, I will not be on at all after this stream this next week. I'll be off this coming Saturday and next Monday, but I will be on the following Saturday. But yes, I will have next Saturday and Monday off. This coming Saturday and next Monday. I will not be streaming. So, you know, someone might end up picking the slots up. I don't know. I do need to clean up some of these lines, though. There we go, shadow layer. I probably could have stayed, but I don't want it to. Myself, I had a pretty good weekend. Everybody's favorite admiral, Hazelwood, came over on Saturday. We had a bonfire, whilst I did some light yard work, which is basically saying that I chopped up some wood and logs that needed slimming down for future fire pits. That was just a nice way to spend the afternoon. Go ahead and hit that save button because I'm liking how things are sitting right now. These aren't bad colors. Close this up again. Close that up. Let's take another look at all this. Yeah, there's just like a lot of just smoke and debris. A lot of crumbly rocks back there. Let's go ahead and try some things here. Let's turn this layer back on. But hey, it's 6:30. Look at that. You want to know how I can tell? I'm not going to tell you, because that's my little secret. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these, though. And we're going to do some experimentation here. Howdy ho, TK. Alright, first though, let's go ahead and turn the... No. Oh, it's in the color. That's right, I'm in the lines. Let's go turn those layers off because I just want... Where's my... There's the ink drop. I just want that color there. Let's turn these back on. Let's go back up to this layer. Let's see here. Let's look at our pens real quick. Could use for effect, because that gives us that whole... You bumped it up a little bit. That whole little wispy, short on the ends look there. Maybe we'll work with that. What if? But what if I were to trace over my lines and pass it off as my own drawing? Delightfully devilish, Striker. And if you get that reference, congratulations. You probably know about the most wholesome of wholesome memes that come out in the past, God, 5-7 years. But still going strong to this day. Still going strong to this day. Oh, and also, as always, thank you for flustering, confusing, and mildly infuriating Hals, as you do every weekend for WBPLW. It's such wonderfully, it warms my heart to see that man completely baffled and confused to all the joy that wrestling brings to everyone. I should really get that man a little conductor's hat for all the trains he has been forced to be put in charge of. It's all thanks to you, the viewer, and your financial support. This and other public television stations. The Sears and the Sears Rosebud. God, what was that? I think the people who help fund Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is the Sears Roebuck Foundation, this and other public television news stations. Yeah, and the financial support of viewers like you. That's what it was. That's what it is. And discombobulate. Can't forget discombobulate. Discombobulate and discombobulate. And that's what I believe Crow was trying to do yesterday. Was when he was talking about the financial support of viewers like you. A second here. That's just one thing I remember. At the end of every Mr. Rogers episode was, them thanking, everyone to make Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. This and other television news station, and other public television stations, and the Sears Roebuck Foundation. Oh, you're right. Actually, this whole dust line, though, should be here in the colors. But yes, perplex, baffle, confuse, all that fun stuff. We're just gonna kind of see if billowing up more of this dust effect might help. Actually, it kind of is if I keep it consistent. Like it's kind of coming from the center here and going out. That's does seem to be helping a little bit. Is there a way to make it work down here now? I think there is, yes. You know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, anything in this layer? Yes, there is. That's the old lines. Let's go ahead and just nuke those. So let's make the eraser a little bit bigger. They're no longer necessary. However, their layer is still necessary. Let's grab this dust layer. I want to put that okay. Let's blend, brush, clear. There we go. Okay. I just want to put that there, one there, and this one here. And now that I think about it, I should turn this off. Nope, go back. There we go. Clear that. And then grab the dusts again. That way I don't have any taint in there from possible background coloring. Even though it's all on the grayscale. And go ahead and just kind of fill this up in right here. Again, even though this is all on this on probably the same grayscale, you know, I don't necessarily want to yeah, that's in the red, and then take that. Yeah, they're both on the red scale, but still, you know, I didn't want to really risk this gray. Yeah, that's right. This color is in that yellow portion, so I just don't want any of that bleeding through. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab that color again, even though it's like, you know, like right there in front of me. That is. Where does that sit at? Okay, there's RGB numbers. 154 across the board. What's this one across the board? That's 154 as well. You? Are you one? You're 195. Okay, so there is essentially a 40% difference. A 40 difference. If I want to split the difference, I just go 175 each, basically. Should basically get which will give me something that there. That is right in between the two. Let's see how that looks, actually. Let's see how that looks here. Let's get our brush. And it does have a look to it. What hell layer are you on? Okay, you are the dust layer, so you go up top there. You stay there on the bottom there. You know what, that's fine, that's fine. Those layers don't cross over really, so that's fine, it'll work. Oh, you know what, we are coming up on a halfway mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my wrist a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Dear viewer, we'll be back after these messages. Who wrote this stuff?
Get ready for thrilling action when evil unmen battle Swamp Thing. Who can stop them from destroying the Earth?
Swamp Thing!
Watch them turn into evil unmen to battle Snare Arm Swamp Thing.
You're no match for my mighty Snare Arm! But I am!
Is he doomed?
No, now I'm a different Swamp Thing! I'm BioGlow! The Earth is safe!
BioGlow and Snare Arm, each sold separately. Swamp Thing, guardian of the Earth.
My oven lets me watch cakes baking. My oven's the watch it bake oven, you see. I bake cakes and fudge and pizza too. No other oven lets me peek right through. What should we make next? We want ice cream! Slushies too! Coming right up! Real ice cream and slushies. With a 3-minute ice cream maker, it's fun!
Ice and salt, milk and mix, and 3 minutes later,
Real ice cream!
watch it bake oven and 3-minute ice cream maker, each sold separately from Tyco.
Okay, next question. When peeling back the lid of a Jell-O pudding snack, you
Throw it away.
lick it. Okay, what one word best describes a Jell-O pudding snack?
Tasty.
Sorry, squishy, squishy. Final question now. To get the last bit of your Jell-O pudding snack, the proper utensil is
Spoon.
cool, creamy Jell-O pudding snacks.
The Shredder comes out with a furious attack. Michelangelo fires back with a left and a right, and you're in control. Now he's really kicking some shell. Oh, what a shot!
Oh, fun!
Dudes, a game of skill and action, part of the Team Turtle collection.
The Babysitters Club dolls are just for you. She watches Karen. They like to play. Softball's one of their favorite games. She likes to draw. When she babysits Jenny, they have a ball. The Babysitters Club dolls with accessories, each sold separately.
Fox just let the cat out of the bag. And this new sensation is the cat's meow. Meow! Be sure to watch Eat the Cat coming up next on Fox.
And now back to our regular program. Great writing. After these messages, I'll show you how I do my own stunts.
Let's go racing! It's Super Mario Kart Funny Car Madness! Only on Super NES! Turn the track into a giant mud pit! Or burn rubber on ice, wood, or asphalt! Mix it up with the big boys! See Bowser and his Bigfoot-dropping truck! See Yoshi's go-kart really go! Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shells! Dynamite! Check your rear view and make him eat dust! Or go into battle mode and ruin his day! 2 speeds! Fast and way too fast! It's 2-player fun on the split screen! Only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System! Now you're playing with power, super power!
There are lots of teddy bears, but only one Teddy Ruxpin.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin.
Hi, Teddy.
Your friend is what I'd like to
He's
be.
alive. How does he do that? He's a magic bear.
One day, we found an old treasure map. The treasure was supposed to be
My friend Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin comes with storybook and cassette. Other stories sold separately, batteries not included.
All I wanted was a big bowl of Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns. But is this my last swirl of sweet cinnamon? Maybe not. Save some for me, Jimmy!
There's a cyclone of cinnamon in every bowl of Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns, part of this complete breakfast.
Glad you could drop in, CB. Don't just sit there. Pass the milk.
How do you cure boredom? With board games! Mini Clue Jr. out of control and sorry. Free on specially marked boxes of Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns.
The Toon's looniness is at stake,
No more silliness.
so they take it to Congress.
Bill a Buster.
Watch an all-new Tiny Toon Adventures tomorrow on Fox.
There's no need to be frightened. It's only little Dracula. He doesn't frighten Igor, the brains of the family, or his friends like Deadwood. And he certainly doesn't frighten his enemies like Garlic Man. So don't be afraid of little Dracula. He's looking for fun, just like you. Little Dracula from DreamWorks.
Now back to our program. Sheesh, don't get bent out of shape.
Alright, sorry about that. I just need a little extra time. Hello there, Ramshackle. Excuse me. Let's see here. Yeah, that gray isn't that bad. I did oh wait, no. Move it all back. I did realize that remember that I used the what's it called? Airbrush for this portion. Soft brush. How much would a Steiner pay to go to Action Park? I mean, you give them, I think, any number they'll pay. It's like, I don't believe they really don't understand the concept of small bills. So you just tell them, hey, I'll take 5 of those, and they're like, oh, of course. Not anywhere, here you go, chap. You know, it's literally rolling paper for them. So, I think the answer is yes. That's what you should charge them. They'll make it seem like it's a deal, though. To give them special, quote unquote, like massive air quotes pricing. Exactly. For the low price of a stone rhino, you could take your family to Action Park. Exactly. Now you're thinking. And throw in the cost of the and an additional cost of an urban mech, they could get, like a fast pass or something like that. You just got to think. Because if I picked anything up from context about Steiners, they don't understand the concept of money. Like, they do, but it eludes them. They know that they have it, and others don't, and that baffles them. Okay, so yeah, that's actually not that bad, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off real quick though. And let's close those lines. No, let's close this folder too. Close the lines up here. Does that still fit? Yeah, that still fits. Just kind of thinking a couple of things here. There we go. Just one more time here. What are we looking at? Oh, what are we looking at here? Those are mostly just action lines here. We're getting a lot of lighting from the back here. Also, we've got shadows coming out and him a little darker at the front there. Those lines do convey obvious motion. let's take a look here. Monochrome patterns. Let's open the store up a little bit here. Basic. Let's get some static here. Yeah, there's a whole plethora of options that are connected to like this Clip Studio store that they have. That people have just made and uploaded and things like that. That you can then download for your own use. Basically, what I'm kind of looking for a pattern, I guess. Or wow, just like straight up backgrounds reused. Okay, this is pretty neat. Anyway, manga material, huh? Effects. Okay. It's not bad. Speed lines. Show all materials. Is this going to open a new window somewhere on me that I don't see? Okay, that opens that up. Clip Studio assets, fine brushes, and more. Slurp. You know what? Let's see here. Let's go. What are we looking at right here? Speed lines? Yep, speed lines. See what it gives us here. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm sorry you guys can't see this, but this is its own. Basically, its own browser window here is what it's giving me here. Background effects, shurikens thrown at, ooh. Dense concentration lot. There. Okay, let's make sure something didn't pop up. Blurred lines, moving lines, okay, swinging lines. Now what is, okay, come on, click on this, there we go. Now is this a pen, or is this like a stamp thing? Let's take a look here. Unfortunately, a lot of this is in Japanese because Clip Studio Paint is a very popular program used in Japan. So like a lot of these pens and everything are, at least their descriptions, things like that, are in Asian characters as far as like profiles go, people that made this, so. Okay, here's a brush that can express movement. You can use this feeling. Okay, well, you know what? Let's give that a download. Please wait. Check out now. Download automatically start, automatically add devices. You can re-download anytime. Yep, thank you. Where do you go? Where are they saying that? Okay, here we go. So what I need to do now is put the material into the palette. So let's go ahead and close that up. There we go. And now, where is it? There is what we go now here. Open this window back up. Okay. Saved in the material palette download section. Clip Studio Paint. So material entity 3D illustration image quick access color background speed. Okay. Quick access settings. Gimme. Whoop. Menu commands. Holy shit. Okay, cross that out. Layer, select view. Okay. Export, import, revert, time lapse. So we weren't. Oh, that was fine. We don't need to manage fonts. Connect to smartphone. Oh yeah, connect to smartphone. Use that as like a color selector thing. What? Oh. Okay, that was weird. Just glanced over at the stream and I saw the starting screen pop up there. That was weird. Again. And okay, here we go. Manage materials. Download, here we go. That's right, it was here on the... Okay, have that selected. Now where do I go? Oh, crumbs. This is fun when I do this stuff live. Where I go, where I put thing. Switch syncing, favorites, add to favorites. Manage materials. Okay, no, go back. I don't want to delete it. Can I just like, okay, wait a second. Aha! Add subtool. Let's put this in hatching, actually. What was this? Why did I download that? Okay, anyway. Add to palette. Aha! Yes, here's my diagonal lines. I mean, that's pretty big. It's pretty small. That's, yeah, that's kind of neat. So I could essentially, yeah, just on the better layer though, if I did this back here in the background, give him that instant zip up kind of thing. And maybe if we make it a little bit bigger, not necessarily that, but I'm not. Okay, what was this for? That was weird. It's just like sponges or something. Can I change the name? Texture, correction, erase. No, I cannot. No, I cannot. At least here anyway. Okay, let's see, what else do I have to work with down here? Diagonal line. No, I didn't, you know what, let's go ahead, lock this layer real quick. And get the monofill here. Just make that black. So it will stand out against that darn there background a little bit. Hopefully. Yeah, it'd do a bit, Alright, let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. Back to this. What if I kind of just do what the anime do, or the manga do. Kind of like what that dog doing. That is an important question, is what that dog doing? Because sometimes you just gotta know what that dog do. kind of amazing things just are going on in the panel. Obviously, honestly, not a whole bunch. Oop. But let's see, kind of see what we can imitate. Like what's going on there is just basically just, again, the explosion hides some of this stuff, but it's not looking half bad, to be honest. What if... Let's get another layer here. We're just throwing spaghetti at this wall right now. That's too big. That's ridiculous. What am I thinking? You know what? Could I just... duplicate that layer? Can I just undo what I did because I deleted the layer instead of duplicating it? And then just move that layer down. And then duplicate that one. Move that one down. And then duplicate that one. And finish that off basically right there. And select all of those. And merge the selected layers. I'm gonna get my eraser. And not use the eraser, but instead use the lasso tool. And delete that. And oh god, definitely delete all this down here. I want to take out that as well. All right, let's turn this off because it is kind of taking away from the get-up lines. take another look at this. Again, he really doesn't have that whole get up and go effect, but I like where the diagonals are sitting at. I like how that's looking. It's just the rest of that blank I'm not sure about. And you know what? I might be stuck on this for a little bit. So let's go ahead and just end a little bit early, I think. As always, thanks for joining me here on the art stream. I'm hitting a little bit of a personal block, so I don't want to stress myself too much overthinking it. Like I said, I will be out this coming Saturday and Monday. So until I catch you guys again, you have a good week, you have a good weekend, and I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy, everybody.